Welcome to TCP/IP. This stands for Transmission Control Protocol / Internet Protocol. And although it's called a protocol, it's much more than a single protocol. It's an entire suite of protocols. It contains things such as FTP that allow for file transfer either locally or around the world via the Internet. It contains things such as Telnet, which allows you to connect to a machine and remotely control it. It has utilities that allow for transmission, connection, maintenance of sessions, termination of sessions once the communication is over, and error checking. It also includes several utilities that can help you troubleshoot a problem in a network. It was built with the ability to route in different places. So if it's trying to go in one direction across the Internet and there's a problem on that line, it has the ability through routers to be routed around the problem and still get to its destination. You'll see that there's many different parts of operating systems that are associated with TCP/IP. As you go through the CD, you'll see things such as DHCP that automatically assign IP addresses to machines as they get up on the Internet. You'll see items such as WINS that helps resolve computer names to TCP/IP addresses. You'll work with items such as DNS that helps resolve the fully qualified domain name that you might see on the Internet with an IP address as well. And you'll see many different communication options. You'll notice as you go through the CD, there's references to both Windows 2000 as well as Windows NT4. In the process of designing this, we set out to make a CD that would help you work with both NT4 as well as Windows 2000. Many times, the different features of both are close enough that you can be shown in one and briefly explain how the other may be different. In other cases, the processes are so different that both need to be shown. And you'll see as you go through the different segments, sometimes there's just reference to either 2000 or NT4, and other times you might see a particular process done both ways. Just to give you an example, under DHCP, you'll see configuring scopes on NT4 as well as configuring scopes on Windows 2000 because the process is different enough that you should see it both ways. The hope is to prepare you not only for certification testing, but also to use this product and gain a knowledge that you'd feel very comfortable with it. Another important point is when you go to the second segment in here that deals with IP addressing, there are several lessons that I request you to go after the initial discussion and work through some problems. And in the segment after that, I'll show you the solutions to those problems and how you may come to a conclusion. This is designed that when you're finished, you should understand IP addressing and subnet masking very well. This is a concept that's very hard for many people to comprehend because it's complex. And I tried to break it down into individual steps to make it a little easier for you. So when you get to that particular segment dealing with IP addressing, you may see that things seem kind of dry, but there's a reason for it. I try to be step by step in having you go through each step in order to get an understanding of it. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of the CD and gain as much knowledge as you possibly can about TCP/IP because it certainly is an important item.